Hi, this is Jacqueline at Bilingual FM. Today is February 28th, 2011. So, our group talk today that we just finished was about our recent luck. So, some luck that we have had recently, or in the case of today's group talk, our recent bad luck. So, a few of our students didn't have any good luck to share, but only bad luck. So we talked a little bit about both. In this discussion, the first verb that we learned was to scold. So one of our students was talking about how he had a very bad week. So he lost his keys, he got a flat tire in his bicycle, and his boss yelled at him. So this is where we learned the new word to scold. So if you scold somebody, it means you get angry at them loudly, like yelling. You get angry at them for a mistake. So like you're a bad boy and you did this wrong, and this is scolding, and usually you're getting angry a little bit loudly. So if your boss scolds you and other people are around, then maybe it's very embarrassing, and it's not good. So a parent, a mom or a dad, will often scold their children, so they get quite angry if the child does something wrong, or even if they make a mistake. The parents might scold their children, or a boss might scold his employee, although I think it's a little bit rude, but it's possible. So in an example sentence, my boss scolded me for being late. So I was late and he got really angry at me and he was really loud, and it was embarrassing. Or in another sentence, she never scolds her children, so they're always loud and running around everywhere. So she never gets angry at them and tells them that they're being bad. So they just run around and yell and scream. So they don't learn. And then in the same conversation, we were talking about this same student's bad week, and as an advertising director, he has photo shoots with models, and so he had a bad day because one of his models didn't fit into the clothes that he picked for her. So what we learned was when we use to fit with clothing, we say to fit into something. So in an example sentence, I gained weight, so I can't fit into my clothes anymore. So they don't fit, or I can't fit into them. Or my mom and I are the same size, so I fit into her clothes. Or my sister fits into my clothes. So just you can add into after to fit for clothing, so to fit into. And then one of our students shared also her unfortunate luck, or her bad luck, and we learned the verb to swell. So she actually recently fell down the stairs and she hit her head, and when she hit her head, her eye started to swell. So it gets bigger. So when the blood comes to your injury, and it makes it grow. So this action is to swell. And the adjective for this is swollen. So to be swollen. So her eye is swollen. In an example sentence, I hit my head on the floor and my head started to swell. So that's using the verb to swell. Or the adjective, my head is swollen from hitting it on the floor. in the same conversation, we learned something similar, which is to bruise. So if to swell is to get bigger and puffy, then to bruise is when you get an injury and your skin changes color, like blue or black or even red and yellow, many different colors, from if you get hit really hard or you bang your arm or you hit your eye and it becomes different colors. This is a bruise. So it's the blood. So to bruise can be a verb. A bruise is a noun, so the thing. And to be bruised is the adjective. So if I have bruises on me, then I'm bruised. Let's try some example sentences with the verb. I bruise very easily. So I just get a little hit and I get a bruise. So I bruise very easily. Or with the noun, I have a bruise on my knee from playing soccer. So I have a bruise. Or I am bruised from my soccer game. So I have many bruises from playing soccer, or I am bruised. And unfortunately, we have another painful word, which is an adjective, and the word is bloodshot. So you describe your eye as bloodshot if you have some blood in it, either from an injury. So maybe you get hit in the eye and it's the inside of the eye, not around it, but inside. There's some blood, and either from an injury or sometimes just from not sleeping. Sometimes our eyes are red, and this is bloodshot. So in an example, I got hit in the eye with a golf ball, and now it is bloodshot. So maybe it's also bruised and it's also swollen, but it's also bloodshot inside. Or I only slept for 2 hours last night. That's why my eyes are bloodshot. Okay, so leaving that painful discussion, we learned a little bit more tricky phrases. So the first one is to find out. So not just find. So I lost my wallet and I found my wallet, but to find out. And to find something out means to get a result. So a response or an answer or a result, like a grade, like a pass or a fail or a 750 on my TOEIC test. This is a result. So to find out is to get an answer or a result to a question or a test. So in an example, when will you find out if you passed the test? So I will find out next month. So this means I will get the result, or I will get the answer. So this is I'll find out. Or I had an interview last week. I will find out if I got the job next Monday. So next Monday I will hear the answer. One more. Did you find out where we are supposed to meet? So how do you find out? You check your email, you make a phone call. So this is how you find out. And the next one was, in a similar way, is to figure out. So not just figure, but to figure out. And to figure something out means to find a solution, maybe to a problem. Even in math or in life, you have a problem and you figure it out. In a sentence, I have to figure this problem out. So I'm having problems at work. I need to figure them out. Or did you figure out how we will get to the ski resort? So yes, I figured it out. So the solution, I figured it out. We will take the train to Nagano Station and then take a bus to the ski resort. So I figured it out. I found a solution. So those were the new vocabulary and expressions for today. Some of them are a little more difficult than others, but they're all very common words. So if you can understand them, then you would be doing very well. And then just with some sentences that some students tried to say, but they had some difficulty getting it out or expressing themselves. In talking about the bad week, and he lost his keys. So actually the student said, I got lost my keys. So of course sometimes we say I got lost or to get lost. But when I do the action of losing my keys, then not I got lost, but I lost. So I lost my keys, or she lost her phone. So I'm doing the action. If you use to get lost or something got lost, it's more like it became lost. So my keys got lost. So my keys became lost. But it's not someone doing that action. Or I got lost in the woods, so I became lost. But if you just lose something, then it's I lost my keys. I lost my phone. I lost my document. And the last thing was a very, very basic mistake, so I don't think it's a big problem, but the past form for the verb fall is fell. So not felled, but just fell. So when the student wanted to share that she fell down the stairs, she said, I felled the stairs. So the past is I fell down the stairs. So that's everything for today. I hope this group talk was helpful for you. I'll see you again soon.